Local conversations, because that's what matters. Radio Lewisham.
Yo, this is Nesh.
And this is K. So we are now on the 5th episode of Nesh and K Talks.
5th episode?
Yeah, we're on the 5th episode.
5th,
number 5.
What did we have before this?
We had... Oh.
My phone just went off.
We were talking to Dragda.
Oh, don't say it like that. Just say fires, bro.
That's
That's better way. Nah, you're just doing that to them. Oh, yeah, okay. I remember now. Yeah, that was actually an amazing, like, this is just a reflection part for us two, but that was kind of, it was quite nice to just kind of interview someone we've known for a long time.
Yeah. And
kind of hit him with like a different kind of, in a different environment almost. Mm-hmm. Because obviously we're friends, we've joked around for so many like years. Like, yeah, man.
Just seeing a different like insight on like what he's doing and stuff like that.
100%, and I think that's quite useful for young creatives, especially in Lewisham, to kind of know
what's out there,
but also that the groundwork you kind of have to put in. It's not all sunshine and roses, right?
Yeah.
But moving on from that, in today's episode, I think one of the things that I think me and Coyote, as locals of Lewisham, that we don't do enough. Mm-hmm. We don't actually explore Lewisham enough, man. Like. Bro, how long has Catford Muse been in Catford? Years, isn't it?
I mean...
Years.
Yeah.
It's got to have been like 4 or 5 years now at least.
What, like the new
version of it? Like
maybe around there, maybe like 3. I'm not sure if that was here. I'm not sure if it was here before
did we
COVID.
ever go to Catford? Did we ever go Catford Muse before?
I went Catford Muse. I ain't gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah. I went Catford Muse.
I neglected that, bro. I feel bad now. I used to be around it so much. I just never really went in. But as a thing that we like to do, we went on exploring, and so the first place we thought was Catford Muse, and I can't lie, we got to try a pizza. So the place is called Tanyo Pizza. Mm-hmm. They've just moved in and overtaken like the last pizza place. It's run by like Seb and his wife, I think. Mm-hmm. Oh my days, bro! The type of pizza they do, guys. We saw oxtail.
It was a combination,
and I don't know, but like,
a combination pizza.
I saw oxtail on the menu, and I was like, nah, bro. I think that's the one we gotta try. Like, I think it was surprisingly like really good, and it's such an unorthodox like combo in my head because obviously when you go to like major pizza places, you don't think of
margarita, classics and stuff like that. But oxtail on the pizza,
yeah, man, it was actually banging.
Yeah,
that was great, man.
I actually really liked it.
I actually highly recommend to anyone that like if you frequent Catford Muse a lot or you're around Catford a lot. I know we're supposed to be based on Lewisham, but it's technically still Lewisham.
It's pretty much Lewisham.
It's still Lewisham, but I would recommend going there and trying their pizza.
Yeah, no, it was.
Apparently the oxtail does sell out, so if you want some, go early. Yeah. What time did we go? We
went there on Sunday around 2ish.
Yeah, it was 2ish.
And by then we were like the last two orders, like 2 more, and then after that I would have been gone. Right. So we were pretty lucky.
Yeah, we were lucky. To be fair though, what was the other one that I really wanted to try?
I kind of wanted to try the sweet chili one.
That's it.
That one looks really good.
That's the one that I was thinking like, damn.
Yeah, and the sauce they used was really nice. Like the hot sauce.
Yeah,
pretty spicy. I ain't gonna lie.
I think like one thing that, because I can't lie, guys, especially the people that are like, finishing secondary school, going into like sixth form and stuff, college or whatever. Like we can't like growing up, we stuck to the same places.
Yeah,
and I think it was only until I left for uni where I was exploring Leicester like it was a new country, bruv. Like it's not a new country. You know what I mean? And I think like when I think back to it, I'm like I kind of regret not kind of exploring more of my local area.
Yeah,
I mean I do now quite a bit.
You kind of get used to like where you live and where you grow up. So it's like I mean I've always lived here. Like nothing's new.
Yeah. But
like when you move completely to somewhere that is new, it's like oh my god, let me explore. But there's like so much like untapped history and like places. It's like exploring a new part of the map that they've always lived.
It's like finding a lot. It's like seeing the grey on a map before.
Yeah, okay, let me start taking this new path. Oh, it's a new part of the map I've unlocked, but I've always lived here. So,
or like when you're downloading a map,
yeah.
or going on City Mapper to find the route.
Yeah, you just did not have access to this map before, and then now you can move around.
No, 100%. I can't. The one thing that I think the cool thing about the thing that we've been able to do this show, and I hope more people, look to put in submit shows that they want to do for Lucian Radio.
Yeah. Is
that the fact that we just get the opportunity to kind of do our own thing and kind of just the interviewing people, getting local stories. I'm actually enjoying it, man.
Yeah.
I'm actually I'm living for it. We have 2 guests. No, we have 3 guests in the next month.
Okay, we got it lined up,
booked, which is great. I'm happy about that. And those are going to be some unique stories that we get to kind of give back to, not only just give back to you guys, but kind of also let them have a chance to shine, because those are individuals that are contributing to the local area in some form or way.
Not everyone gets their voice, it's nice to have their voice to be heard.
100%. But when I think back to it, I personally have no idea what I would want from my local area. Low key, I was thinking about this the other day, right? As much as I want events and stuff, it's how realistic is it that you get so many events, but then how many times has there been a case where there has been events and we don't attend?
Yeah.
Or we skip? Do you know what I mean?
It's true. I don't know if maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I think COVID definitely did take a hit when it comes to that. I don't know. You really did lose 2 years. And
I think everyone lost 2 years. I think let's take a step back. Everyone lost 2 years, but people don't know what they lost. And some people, instead of losing something, they gain something, because a lot of people used COVID to reinvent themselves.
That's true.
There's a lot of people that are becoming entrepreneurs because in that time they were well, I might as well set up shop.
Yeah, do some stuff online.
Yeah.
And I feel when all of that online stuff, it did help out a lot. I think when you're in that 2 whole years of just being online, I don't think even now, how long has it's been? I guess 2 years post.
Yeah.
I don't think that effect has worn off, and I don't think it really will. You kind of just slowly get used to how it has been, and you relearn how to, because it's like the new normal. You kind of relearn how to go back outside a little bit more, because I can definitely still see it in in I think some of my friends that now that we're meeting up and stuff, it's it's been 2 years. Still been 2 years, and I can still see the effects on people.
I can't lie, for me though, COVID was the opposite. COVID was a wake up call. Being bro, I already spent so much time at yard, and it's it made me kind of just want to do things all the time, and that I think that's probably why I've got quite a change to my I would say the things that I like to do now. And I think you talking about the effects of COVID, when I think about it, I don't think necessarily that it was, people are still getting used to I think a lot of people have come out of it, but I think a lot more people are just grateful for being able to do the normal things that they used to be able to do. Do you know what I mean? Oh my days! Just thinking back to the fact that I had to line up at Sainsbury's for 3 hours just to do my daily shopping. And come in and go in there and finding out there's no toilet roll.
I think it was when I went to Iceland. It literally, I felt like I was in as a zombie apocalypse movie. Being able to see, it was the first time I saw the bottom of the ice in the freezers. Every freezer section was empty. Going down an aisle and nothing being on the shelves, it felt we're just stacking for an apocalypse. Everyone is literally all hands on deck, buy whatever you can, everyone for themselves. Like the amount of people who would buy the toilet paper and would selling it online for extra money. I'm not gonna lie, they made money, but listen, that you're a bad man for that. If you're out there, you're a bad man for that. I'm not gonna lie. If you're listening, that is mad. Like
me personally, I nah, you're not ever
bulk buying all of that to sell off a profit when people are in need. Like, hey, you got your peas, but
I mean, yeah, there's limits to how
that's gotta be. The
world is the world, bro.
Yeah,
you can't blame them for trying to make a profit, but at the same time, you're like, nah, bro, that's scummy.
That's scummy. It was just literally seeing all the shelves like empty, and then
I think that's what made me come to the whole events thing. Like, COVID made me realize that events are like so needed, and like they're experiences you don't really appreciate until you've either experienced that moment or like you kind of don't see it anymore.
Yeah. Like
when we went to like, for example, we went to like a couple of gaming events, like for example, like MSI. There's been a few, like
a couple watch parties and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's like, man, just seeing a bunch of people react to the same sort of like competition. It's like going to a football stadium. You know what I mean? Maybe not as big, like obviously, but the concept's still the same.
Still the same.
It's just like everyone,
kind of is like, imagine like people would go to the pubs to watch the match. People go to a event to watch like a match as well.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it's like the investment and kind of seeing people come together over like a mutual competition or like whatever they're supporting, right? But I always forget that like there is a lot of meaning in connection, and going back to the COVID thing, I think there was a lack of connection, right? And so everyone's connection kind of got muddled up with online. And then that's where some people are struggling to kind of
get back out.
I
was going to say, for when you said what you wanted to see more, when we went to see them, see the Taninos, the pizza place.
Oh yeah.
Is it Taninos? I'm pronouncing
Tanio.
Hopefully
Tanio.
Okay.
I think it's Tanio
as well.
Yeah.
But when we went to see them, one of the things they did say is the nightlife. That we don't have that much like nightlife in Lewisham, which I feel like is
so
pretty true. You kind of don't like activity wise. What is really to do?
When I hear nightlife, I'm thinking like, all right, to the youngins, you don't do this, but like clubs and stuff. It's like that's what I think of, innit? But I'm like, then again, there's also like just like general like. Even bars and like stuff like that. I don't think there is many in like. I mean, there's a few here and there, but yeah, I think you're right. Lewisham doesn't really. It will be
like bars, but it's not really attracted to or garnered towards like young people. Like we have the Weatherspoons. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think a lot of young people would like go to Spoons. For nighttime, anyways. Don't get me wrong. I'd still go Spoons for like a meal during the day, because hey, I ain't gonna lie. Cost of living is pretty cheap. So shout out to Spoons. But apart from that, I'm trying to think about like things or like activities to do in Lewisham that you can do like maybe post 9 o'clock. There's not really much that is.
Yeah, it's kind of hard with the
way. Say if me and you want to do something, I know it's 8 o'clock. It's like, yo, where you want to go? All right, let's go to Lewisham. Say if we were just going to Lewisham and we're walking through, it's like, what is there really to do?
I sound so horrible for this, but I have never said to the boys, let's go Lewisham.
I mean, even saying that, that's probably there's unfortunately a reason for that.
Yeah, I can't lie. I've always said, let's go Central, or let's do this, or let's do that. I have never in my life, I don't think I've ever thought. I think I've said, let's go Bromley over let's go Lewisham.
I mean, if you think about it, if we were to go Bromley, low key, there's a lot of things. There's the climbing place right now. I feel like the shopping centre in Bromley feels like a place you can kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I could sit down and chill. There's a lot more like third spaces in the shopping centre that I can like, I feel like Waterstones. I feel like I can always go to the Waterstones and kind of chill there. Whereas in the Lewisham one, I can't really chill as much. It feels like a lot more fast paced, but maybe that's just me. As well as you have the cinema. I think that's a big thing. Like, the cinema is always open till late. You have the massive high street, variety of things that's going on there. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like there's just a lot more activities you can do, like the painting classes you got the Warhammer that's open. You got, there's a Warhammer place
There's a Warhammer?
Yeah, do you know what I'm talking about? Like Warhammer 40k?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what.
Okay, yeah.
What I'm saying is, I'm shocked. I didn't even know there was one.
There's Warhammer in Bromley. There's interactive, what do you call those things? Where you put the VR. There's that in Bromley.
Oh no, that I know.
Yeah, there's there's a lot more things that I could say. Yo, you want to go Bromley?
Yeah, the interactive thing in Bromley was actually kind of. Is it the one in Bromley that I went to for my birthday?
I'm not sure if that was the one.
I'm gonna check.
Yeah, even I don't know, the Wagamamas and stuff. Like, there's the food courts that are always open. There's just a lot more things that I can say. Yo, it's 9. I'm kind of bored. Maybe I can go Bromley, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Compared to, unfortunately, I don't know, there's not many things that come to mind.
If you had to pick 3 things, what would you pick?
What to add?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. I think like an arcade.
Oh my
God. Arcade would be really nice.
Oh
like,
my God.
As well as
imagine having an N64 equivalent.
That's what. Not even that would be blessed, but like just something. I think just like to do, because literally they have an arcade in that VR place as well. I think also pet peeve. I think there was annoying thing is when you search arcade near me and they recommend you casinos. You know exactly what you're doing, Google. Yeah. Like, you actually know exactly what you're doing. That's actually mad. The amount of times, like, I'm like, oh my God, there's actually an arcade near me, and then you like click on it, it's like, that's a casino.
Did the big one in central London get closed?
I think
Namco
it did.
Was a cost of.
I think it reopened.
Did it actually?
I think it reopened. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna check that now.
Yeah,
I love Namco. That's why I actually went so much.
I think an arcade would be really nice, as well as. I don't know how to describe it, but like a place where you can do like pool, like a pool place, like table tennis, darts, like all of that. If there was like something like that was open, like a pool place or a snooker place that isn't in a bar, because I think there's a big difference between like a pool table that's just in a bar. Yeah. Compared to like an actual like a whole space there, there's a row of pool tables and stuff.
If there was like a legit pool place that close to me, I think I would go all the time.
Exactly. And I think
it's travel also central just to go pool.
And although you do travel central to go pool, like how many people you met through there? Like, you meet so many cool people through there. And if that was there for people with Lewisham, I think that'd be really good.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, most like, I'm not saying pool places, but like a lot of what we can get as pool is like usually in like bars where they have like the one table. But
exactly, they got that one table.
It's not specialized or anything, but if you're a pool head, like, yeah, man, so fun. It's fun to go to like a pool club and just play.
So yeah, and I'm thinking maybe I was gonna say a cinema. We have the Catford Muse for that, so I don't think.
Well, not just Catford Muse, but it's like in terms of cinema,
maybe a bigger one. That would be kind of nice. But even then, I think Catford Muse kind of got that locked down.
Yeah.
I think for a third thing that would be kind of nice to add.
You said arcade.
Arcade,
you said pool place.
A kind of like pool place, something like pools, like darts,
rock climbing.
That would be kind of nice.
Rock climbing.
I feel like actually no. I think they have that in Lewisham. What's it called?
Are you talking about the centre?
The swimming centre. They have like a rock climbing place as well there.
Oh, damn, I've never tried to go there.
I haven't tried.
Maybe I should try. Yeah. Maybe I should go in and ask.
But what was I gonna say?
But having a dedicated bouldering place would be nice.
Mm-hmm. Because like there are places where they have because I don't want just like a snooker. It's like they're like the table tennis I was talking about. There's like a place in, is it Westfield. I think it's Westfield.
Yeah.
And they have, it was like right next to the old side quest.
I know.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah,
it's
something like
sports. It's
there
like
we
sport.
go.
It's like they had a bunch of
indoor sports like going on.
Yeah, it was like there was the
bat. There was like small batting cages, golf. Like there we go.
Okay.
That
would be fun.
That type of vibe. I'm not sure if maybe I put too much on the pool emphasis, but like that whole like
the bat cages though.
Bat cages, mini golf, like stuff like that.
Yeah, mini golf would go crazy.
Like,
what would be really terrible is that if there's places that exist like this in Lewisham and I've just never known about it. So feel free to call me out. Anyone that's listening, like shout me. I'll gladly hear you out.
And go there.
Do you know what I mean? But
because do you know they have like something like that in like Wandsworth? If something like that.
No, but Wandsworth is Gravity, no?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the Gravity one. Like,
yeah.
If they had a lot of like those like activities kind of sprinkled around Lewisham, I think that would be pretty blessed.
Yeah,
just something that brings people wanting to go like out,
brings them together. Really, like not just you have to drink or you have to,
and to see just more people on the street at like night time.
I do agree on that.
Not like I'm going to Lewisham because I need to go to another destination. Like I'm going to Lewisham to get the DLR. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear you.
I don't want it to always be a point of point B to C.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I get you.
I want it to be the B, and that's it.
Yeah, I think because Lewisham's known to be like a gateway.
Yeah. You kind of like the DLR is obviously blessed.
Yeah.
And then you go from DLR, you go Canary Wharf, and it's like, okay, the nightlife there, Jesus, beautiful.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to
obviously, I'm not trying to compare Canary Wharf to Lewisham. That's a little bit brazy.
I was gonna say,
but it's like
you just went from like
Wandsworth,
from level 1
from Wandsworth to Canary.
That's something else, but I'm just saying like 1 to 5 is.
But yeah, just trying to retain them from like, you know, obviously Canary Wharf is beautiful, but hey, you know, we got some stuff here as well.
Yeah, but I was gonna say like in terms of like Lewisham, when we was talking to that to the owner, he was saying how there used to be a nightlife spot at the back, and that actually got ruined because of COVID. Because obviously COVID stopped everyone from going out, and then that person still had to pay rent. So then they just couldn't afford it to exist. And it's like, how many businesses do you think that has just been ruined by COVID?
Yeah, it is so sad. Like when I take the used to take the 20. I think it was 21. 12.
It's the 21.
21.
21 is the one that drives past it.
Sit on the upper deck, and you can low key like have a quick peek over, and it looks so like, I don't know how to describe. It just looks very Lewisham, like how everything.
What does very Lewisham
I don't
mean?
know how to describe
very
it, but
Lewisham,
it looks very nice. Like it looks like the way it is like set up is like.
You feel like it's home.
Yeah, and then like I'm always thinking like, what's going on
it's
here?
empty, innit?
Like there's so many stalls. They got like barrels for like for people to like to sit on. It's like, no, it just looks really good. And then like to see like when he showed us a picture of what was going on there before COVID, I was like, oh my god, that looks. I wish I was there because it just looks really fun. There were so many people, so many stalls that were open, shops, street food, music was playing. You know.
Yeah, when he showed us the pictures, I was like, damn, I never got to experience
and then
that.
Now that place is just. I don't know what they're doing with that.
I think one big thing that will change is when the shopping center eventually does go through the changes and like actually. They start changing it. That will open up a lot. I hope they reuse that place. Because the designs, like the outdoor spaces, I think are big when they manage to do that. And like they're planning to use the car park and flipping that on its head, so it's just an open space that people can go upstairs into.
Is that what's gonna be like? I remember there was in the Lewisham shopping center there was like. There was like not a stall, but like they kind of for a bit they had like a shop, and they were talking about like some green space in Lewisham.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that's gonna be.
Well, they were planning to kind of use the ramp up and then kind of have the upper part be a green space and the upper part trees around. So instead of a car park, it's just.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. That's kind of nice.
Well, I don't know if it's the official plan now. It's been so long since I've done the VOP thing. That was like over 2-3 years ago. But
Yeah.
I will say though, like VOP is voice of power, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, in terms of like the changes to Lewisham Shopping Centre, I think change is needed.
Yeah.
Because
I think having that like a little bit of a park next to it is really nice because not to compare to Bromley as well, they got that park as well that is literally right next to the Churchill Theatre. Yeah, and it's just another thing for you to go to,
and it's just a nice little spot to walk around when you get food and just chilling with your friends. To be honest,
in the park.
But yeah, I do agree that there will. Hopefully, there will be some change in the issue coming through. And hopefully it's in a way that lets. I think if we have more spaces for young people, then you're going to see less young people on the streets.
You're going to see less young people on the streets, so you're going to see a lot more creative things coming from young people.
Yeah, 100%.
Just give them, if you give them an opportunity to express themselves, you're going to see a lot more art as well. Yeah,
exactly. And you'd rather see art than see a bunch of people hanging around on the street or like just not doing anything.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, the street is a good place to hang out, but have them at least be able to do an activity. Yeah. Because obviously you don't want to stay inside.
And an activity that they can progress, not just loitering.
Exactly. You don't want to like kind of loiter and just like stay outside and do nothing.
And also when people are, I wouldn't say they're loitering, but when they are classed or looked at as that, they're prejudiced, right?
Yeah, so, a lot more.
Yeah.
But when you see them doing an activity like on the street, it's like, okay,
and when they're doing
nice.
It together as well, like seeing kids draw together, like seeing them sing together or dance together, like those things are really, that's how we connect as humans. Like it just brings people together in a much nicer way.
100%.
And I guess that's the theme of this episode, really. Yeah, just kind of talking about
what we can do to get more of that.
Yeah,
more of that good stuff.
100%. Well, anything else you want to say?
Yeah. Let's get them arcades going. That's what I'm saying. Get them arcades going and I'll be there. I'll actually be there because, I feel like that would be kind of a cool thing to have in Lewisham.
Not just a cool thing, but just the competition, being competitive. Yeah, man.
Trying to play some Tekken on that.
Nah, you're holding corn, bro. I'm not losing.
Trying to play some Tekken on that.
Do you know what would happen? If I lose in the arcade machines, I'd literally go home and whip out. I would actually get out my arcade stick and start playing. I would actually stop playing every other game that I have just to get good at one game again.
You can't get embarrassed.
I can't get embarrassed, bro. Are you mad? Especially on the arcade, like. Especially when you get because you can't say that.
You can't say that.
You can't say that.
Everyone's watching. All right.
See this guy plotting. He's already plotting on me, guys. Anyway, that's Nesh.
Well, that's K. Thank you very much for tuning in. Catch you next week.
Catch ya.
Peace.
Peace.